Hello, welcome to another Life Beyond Bricks video. Some of you guys have asked us what bike we use in our motorhome. We do have a motorbike that we use in the summer months. It does make it a little bit easier to get around, and it is quite nice to also have a motorbike in the back. So what we use is a Honda MSX 125. It would possibly be better if it was a slightly bigger engine, but that is pretty much all they do. The advantage of this bike is it's really light. It only weighs just over 100 kilos. So when you've got a large garage or a biggish garage, generally a lot of the garages, they're limited to 150 kilos, so you do have to be a little bit careful about how much weight you're actually putting in the garage. So the just over 100 kilos for a motorbike is fine. We have got a few more bits in there, but we are running probably about 150 kilos max for the garage anyway. But yeah, it works quite well. We are quite small people, so we can get both of us on the bike relatively easily. Like I say, on the big hills, because it's only a 125, you do lose a little bit of speed, but it still works. And it's still, in my view, it's still a little bit safer than a push bike down the sort of country lanes, because at least you are going a little bit quicker, 40 miles an hour. You're sort of, it's easier to keep up with traffic on a motorbike than it is obviously on a push bike. So I will probably run through, we'll try and get some footage of me getting it in, because I haven't seen many videos on the internet of anyone actually getting a motorbike in a garage. It's not the easiest thing in the world to do, and there are some systems that make it easier if you do end up buying a bike. There are like rail systems that you can fit to the top in the garage, so you can literally get the bike up in there, hook it up to the rail system, and then you can just literally push the bike forward, and the bike's not tending to want to fall over. But we haven't got that rail system, and to be fair, it's pretty manageable to get it in, although this is the first time I've got it in from this way, so you'll probably see me fall off the ramp or drop the bike, so we'll see how it goes. So this is how we get the bike in, or try to, as I say. I haven't taken it in this way before, so it might all go wrong. But first of all, you need to take the mirrors off, which is pretty easy on these. You can either loosen the top nut or loosen the bottom one. I always find it easier to loosen the bottom one, because then the whole mirror comes off and you don't have to change the position. So take them off just to reduce the height of the bike, because then it's a lot easier to get in. Come off like so. And then try and get yourself a decent ramp. This one is from the Ramp People. It's just, I think it's the lightest one they do. It's like, I think it goes up to like 150 kilos, but it's like it's a fold away ramp. So basically doubles the length. Obviously try and get it on level ground. Just sort of level. That's it. Also, another little tip is if you get a Velcro, just like a little Velcro loop, because then when you get the bike in, because you're getting it in from this side, so it's difficult once you get it in so far to stop the handlebars going round and the bike wants to fall over. So if you actually lock the front brake, it tends to stop the bike wanting to move about in the garage, which you can just, when you get it in so far, you can pull the brake and just wrap that round, and then it locks the brake. Right, let's give this a go. It's a pretty light bike, but you'll probably see me fall over with it now. Come a little closer. So here we have our first little problem. The handlebars are just get to the point where you sort of touch the edge, so you've got to be a bit careful. Sometimes you have to like angle the steering a little bit, but obviously you've got to be careful that it doesn't come off the ramp, which is where a decent ramp helps, because these have actually got little raised sides, so it stops the tyre from sort of going on, falling off. So we're in now, so all we've got to do is just push it forward, get it to your desired position. I like to pull it back towards one side, so the weight is slightly to the near side of the vehicle, because our water tank is at the back and at the off side of the vehicle, so it just equalises the weight a little bit when we've got water in. So about here is right, and then once you're at that point you can go around the other side and then start securing it. So here we are at the other side. Obviously the bike has fallen over a bit, but it's not a problem. It's pretty light, as long as you're not making it, as long as it doesn't fall against the back wall. You don't really want to be denting the back wall of the garage. But yeah, it's in now. It's in about the right position. We've got 4 of these straps. I think they're about the right rating for the motorbike, because there's 4 of them and the bike only weighs 100 kilos. So it is, when it's all strapped in, it doesn't move at all. So, and it helps to have the brake on as well. You can even put it in gear if you're really worried about the bike moving forward and backwards, but once you've got it in and strapped in, it doesn't move. The Adria has got lashing points anyway, these little movable eye hooks. The Death Lifts was very, very similar to what these are, but yeah, you just basically pick these up. You've got 6 of these, or 6 that run along the base of the garage. Again, makes it pretty easy. They're designed to lash it in. Okay, so now we've done the rear. Now just come around the front, try and get the bike as level as you can. But you can see the tighter you get it, it will start to compress the suspension a little bit. That's it, ain't going nowhere. Well, I hope. That's it, the ramps go in there quite nicely, and that's it. That is how to get a bike in a garage.